In this video I will talk about skin rejuvenation. This is a very big topic, so I will go in parts. And this part about melatonin for topical applications, how to rejuvenate skin with the use of melatonin. So some ideas. The most evident sign of aging is the skin. If there was a mechanism of rejuvenation, then it will also work on skin and the result will be evident. The cosmetic industry is multi-billion industry, and if such mechanism would exist, then it will bring a fortune to the firm it would have discovered. The most simple way to see if a rejuvenation treatment works is to look at the skin. The skin never lies. So we always easy to see difference between young skin and old skin. Skin is the human body's largest organ and one of the most complicated. Skin is composed of three primary layers: the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis. The epidermis contains no blood vessel and it is nourished by diffusion from the dermis. Blood capillaries are found beneath the epidermis and are linked to the arteria and the venule. Arterial shunt vessels may bypass the network in ears, nose, and fingertips. So it's okay. So, okay, then at this picture we schematically can see the structure of the skin. So, in total it has three layers: epidermis, dermis, and the hypodermis. The epidermis, as you see, has no blood vessels, has no capillaries. And skin is growing and changing constantly, for better or worse. In fact, the outer layer of skin, epidermis, regenerates itself approximately every 27 days. New cells are made in the lower layer of the epidermis, in the stratum granulosum. The outer layer of epidermis, stratum corneum, are composed from dead cells that fall out as tiny flakes when the skin is rubbed or washed. Regrowth of epidermis accelerates after a chemical peel, but it may take several months to complete the heal of the skin after a deep peel. So we again let's look at skin structure. So we have this stratum corneum, which is the outer layer of the epidermis, and it is from dead cells. They are getting out as flakes when we wash it. Then we have this stratum granulosum. Stratum granulosum is living cells. They multiply, they grow, and then we have this intermediate layer between the epidermis and dermis. This is the basal layer. What is interesting to see is that we have so-called stem cells in the epidermis, epidermis. So these stem cells, they produce the new cells, and it's actually kind of a miracle that stem cells should produce young skin, but somehow they reproduce not young skin, they reproduce this old skin. So we have to teach the stem cells how to produce young skin. This is the problem. So okay, again the picture of the epidermis and dermis. We have our immune system is protect us, so that between the epidermis and dermis, actually in dermis layer, papillary layer, we have the many cells, immune cells. We all know how aging skin looks like. Skin aging is characterized by features such as wrinkling, loss of elasticity, laxity, and a rough textured appearance. This aging process is accompanied with phenotypic changes in cutaneous cells, as well as structural and functional changes in extracellular matrix components such as collagen and elasticin. So here it is schematically presented that in skin of young person or a baby, we have a lot of elastic fibers, which is collagen and elasticin. And what is producing the fibers? It is the fibroblasts. So these cells, fibroblasts. They are responsible to produce new collagen and elasticin. But as we are aging, they work not so efficiently. So we are losing this collagen. We are losing collagen fibers. We are losing elastic fibers, and first small wrinkles appear, and then they are getting deep. In old persons, they are getting deep, and the amount of collagen is dropping. So this is again a miracle, because of fibroblasts, they are regenerated, they are produced by stem cells. They should work as the same, because our genetics does not change with age, but somehow they not working efficiently. So we have to think what to do. Here again, schematically, youngest skin with a lot of elastic fibers, and then older skin. So we can distinguish extrinsic and intrinsic aging of skin. While extrinsic aging is due to external factors such as UV radiation and toxins, the intrinsic aging is largely a process of so-called epigenetic changes. So this why that we have the same genetics, but this information is not is not well understood by cells. There is an opinion that mitochondrial dysfunction plays a significant role in aging of skin compared to other tissues. That indeed it is kind of miracle that fibroblasts, they need energy to produce these elastic fibers, but as we are aging, the mitochondria work not so well. They not produce enough energy, and then fibroblasts they are working not efficiently. We have to think how to improve working of the mitochondria. So let us indicate main reasons of the premature skin aging. This is again sun exposure to ultraviolet radiation. It is a major case of wrinkles, especially for people with white skin, as ultraviolet light breaks down your skin connective tissue, collagen, and elastic fibers, elasticin fibers. Yes, it's okay, it's right. So we have to protect our skin from UV, but it's not we have to be very careful to use the sunscreen, because sunscreen sometimes is toxic, and we go again to the next topic, that next reason that of aging, it is toxins, and toxin can go from our sunscreen cream. So exposure for toxins and smoking in particular produces oxidative stress. But toxins are coming not only from outside, like fumes and smoke, or from component of the screen or lotion, which we use to our skin, but also from inside. We eat a lot of toxins from plants, a lot of toxins from food. So this we have to also consider, how to remove toxins. So the sleep deprivation is also very important part of the skin aging. A diet high in carbohydrates, high level of glucose in our blood is a direct cause of wrinkled and sagging skin via process called glucation. So sugar molecules, or actually glucose, attach to proteins and fats in the body, changing the nature and structure of your skin. The external result, wrinkles, sagging skin, but it affects all the tissues as well. So if our diet is based on carbohydrates, we have a high and not stable level of glucose. When glucose level is very high, this glucose is reacting with proteins, reacting with fat, and then it is changing. It is like cross-linking the proteins. They change structure of proteins. They make fat undigestible. Leaky guts. This autoimmune diseases like psoriasis, eczema. While the autoimmune diseases are caused by activation of the immune system, the real reason is the leaky guts disorder. I talked about this already before. So our immune system reacts on foreign proteins, and these foreign proteins are getting to our bloodstream from leaky guts. So next, chronic stress and high level of cortisol in our blood. Cortisol, that is a stress hormone, increases a glucose level in our blood by tapping into protein storage by glucogenesis in the liver. It also shortens telomeres. Cortisol level correlates with total fat in a body. Less cortisol means less fat. So cortisol-induced collagen loss in the skin is 10 times greater than protein, the loss of protein in any other tissue. It is one of the biggest culprits of dull, thin, and sagging skin. Yes, right. So when cortisol is released and we have high level of cortisol, then our liver our body is seeking a source of glucose, and one source of glucose is protein, conversion of protein into glucose, glucogenesis. And this glucogenesis use proteins, and maybe not so much from your muscle, but also from muscle, but skin is considered the source of proteins, and these elastic fibers are made of proteins, so our body uses these proteins to produce glucose. Okay, hair loss and graying also considered as signs of aging. As we age, some follicles stop producing hair. This type of hair loss is theoretically reversible, yet typically the hair will not grow back. The follicle itself shrivells up and it is incapable of regrowing hair. There are anecdotal reports of regrowing of hair and reversal of graying. In particular, regrowth may happen if vitamin B5 and folic acid if taken together in a supplement. What is vitamin B5, also B6 and folic acid are doing? They increase the level of melatonin, and melatonin works also to increase the level of growth hormone. And it is already was observed that injections of growth hormone, injections of growth hormone can reverse graying of hair. It is interesting, but it is also, we see that growth hormone, it is level of growth hormone can be increased with melatonin level. So how the hair grow? We have this follicle, and it grows, and then it can fall out. And if we have not enough blood circulation in the skin, then some follicles just die out. A radical method of skin rejuvenation actually includes a chemical peel. This is a procedure in which the chemical solution is applied to the skin to remove the top layers, the epidermis. The skin that grows back after a chemical peel is smoother and younger looking. I will discuss skin peeling in more details in another video, but before the skin peeling, it is necessary to provide conditions for growth of the healthy skin. Then, this is what I say. Skin peeling is a very big part of this skin rejuvenation. How it works, it's actually skin peeling is damaging your skin. It is like wound, and then our body reacts that producing growth hormone locally to the wounded skin. So it is actually reaction to the damage, and then the higher level of growth hormone produce new cells, produce the better looking skin. So we need higher growth hormone. This is very critical. So this is operation of chemical peel. It is just a way to ignite the higher level of growth hormone. So the first step in the right direction to rejuvenate skin would be a change to low carbohydrates diets such as ketogenic and carnivore diets, together with elimination of toxins that you are getting to your body by smoking or by food and by water, with water and drinks. While ketogenic diet helps to stabilize the glucose level in your blood, you may need to follow an elimination diet, which is a carnivore diet with complete removal of grains, vegetables, vegetable oils, and nuts. This was my situation when I came to Thailand. This is a tropical country, and fruits are in abundance and very cheap. So I was eating a lot of fruits, and I got psoriasis, very heavy stage of psoriasis. There was a lot of suffering, and I was just wondering what can happen, why my skin is so much damaged. I was expecting I eat more vitamins, as vitamins should be in fruits, and then what is the reason? And then what is interesting, after this psoriasis, after I changed to this carnivore diet, psoriasis, I don't have any more psoriasis, at least in large scale. But what is interesting that skin which is already got older due to psoriasis, it is not rejuvenated back. It is just damaged, completely damaged. It is not getting better, even if psoriasis eliminated. What is interesting now, I am so sensitive to these toxins. I don't know what is the source of the toxins, but if I eat even few cucumbers a day, few cucumbers a day, nothing more, all the rest is carnivore diet, then I'm getting psoriasis and back. So I believe this is a leaky gut problem. So, and herbicides, insecticides, and genetically modified plants are widely used by modern agriculture. Therefore, many vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds are saturated with toxins. Even seeds of some organically grown plants can be full of toxins. For example, grains such as wheat can contain gluten, which is a plant protein. In sensitive people, gluten can increase in intestinal permeability, also known as leaky gut. Yes, this is what I believe, that somehow this in Thailand, in this country, people use a lot of herbicides, and these herbicides, they are in soil, and then they get into these cucumbers, they get into green vegetables, and then I am getting all this problem with leaky gut, and all problem with autoimmune diseases. Okay, second, there is a connection between skin and your guts. Leaky gut, a condition in which the tight junction in your intestinal lining breaks apart, can cause harmful substances and foreign proteins to enter your bloodstream, leading to inflammation that can cause and aggravate skin conditions like acne, dry skin, itchiness, rashes, eczema, and hives can be all symptoms related to leaky guts. Even rosacea, and psoriasis was my case, can be linked here due to autoimmune component. And there are trillions of bacteria in your gut, and they control the condition of your skin. Bad bacteria cause your skin to break out, while the good bacteria can help to prevent and treat acne and eczema. Growth of good bacteria can be supported by consuming up to 45 grams a day of resistant starch, which is raw potato and cassava starches. This is what I do. I should give up on all vegetables, so I am not getting these dietary fibers because of this, and then I have to do something, and I use potato starch. I used to eat potato starch, but it is more expensive in here. So I changed to cassava starches. Cassava starches, we discussed it already. It is very good source of resistant starch, and my guts, I think they get enough of this resistant starch, and they to produce the butyric acid and etc. So to keep my skin in better condition. And indeed, As long as I keep the all vegetables out of my diet and all plants out of my diet, and consume only this resistant starch and carnivore, stay in carnivore diet, my health is much better. So, okay, we were discussing it already, but just once more. So in healthy guts, we have tight junctions between the cells, and then toxins and the microbes, and they cannot get through. But as long as we have inflammation can be caused by the toxins in food and toxins from plant food, for example, and like gluten, and then the proteins can get to the bloodstream, and as soon as we have toxins and foreign proteins in bloodstream, our immune system reacts, and our immune system also attack our skin, our joints, bone joints, and we are getting sick because of this problem. So nowadays, all vegetables, all plant food is absolute is not desirable. So especially for aging person, maybe young people are okay. Young kids can eat fruits, can eat vegetables, no problem probably. But as we are aging, we are getting more and more sensitive to this leaky gut problem. So we have to eliminate any toxins. As people age, they tend to have a harder time falling asleep and more trouble staying asleep than when they are younger. In general, people with poor health and or chronic medical conditions have more sleep problems. Insomnia, snoring, obstructive sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, early morning awakening, sleep fragmentation due to a frequent need to urinate at night are just a part of the sleep disorders among the older adults. And it is a common misconception that sleep needs decline with age. As we are aging, finding yourself, as we are aging, we finding yourself awake, but unrefreshed, and morning is a miserable situation. So we, in fact, research demonstrates that our sleep needs remain constant or even increase throughout the adulthood. The decrease in the sleep duration among older adults can be explained by lower hormone melatonin production. Indeed, melatonin supplements help to fall asleep faster, to stay asleep longer, and to experience improved sleep quality. I personally I suffer from this sleep deprivation, sleep disorders, and so I discussed it in previous videos about what we can do, and then I use now relatively high amount of melatonin, 30 milligram at evening, and if I wake up at night, then I take 30 milligram of melatonin again to continue sleep, and now I can sleep 9 hours a day. And if I sleep 9 hours instead of 6 or 7 hours, I feel so much better. A night of deep sleep is wonderfully restorative to your body and brain, and to both look and feel younger. Learning to harness the power of sleep can be a key for your success. A recent study suggests that even one night of sleep deprivation causes cells to age faster than usual in older adults. Okay, then again, what is the problem? Then melatonin seems to be a problem. Sleeping less than 7 hours per night is associated with increased risk of obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, coronary heart disease, stroke, frequent mental distress, premature aging, and all-cause mortality. Insufficient sleep imparts cognitive performance, which can increase the likelihood of various accident. So I put all the references in the end of presentation, and presentations would be available, so you can look at the sources. So this what we have official medicine. Official medicine is not actually interested to keep you healthy. They give you some recommended deep sleep times duration, and as we are aging, they say it is natural that we reduce our sleep duration. It is not so. We need to sleep the same as young adults. So we have to sleep 9 hours, all the 8 9 hours all the life, to keep our body refreshed and our to restore our health. Otherwise we will be sick and we will lose time. So you sleep less, you think you are saving time. No, you work not so efficient and you are getting sick and you're losing time by this. So better save time something else, like doing one meal a day, and then you saving a lot of time on cooking and shopping. And then also carnivore diet is so simple that you save time on shopping, and then this is much more helpful. And again, we need this to keep our duration of our sleep time steady, even increase. Okay, next step is to diminish level of cortisol in your body. Unsaturated omega-3 fatty acids from fatty fish, DHEA, this you can take as supplement, and melatonin, as well as vitamin B6, that is the serotonin melatonin synthesis catalyst, block cortisol synthesis that is performed in the fat tissue. Less fat, less cortisol produced. Interesting that oral prescription of only 5 milligram of melatonin 1 hour before the bedtime resulted in significantly lower cortisol level during the daytime. So the reference. Okay, then even 5 milligram of melatonin is improving your sleep. Okay, what we have, melatonin is as we are getting sleep, melatonin in our blood is increasing. Our brain gets to sleep stage, and then at morning the release of cortisol getting up. How to reduce this release of cortisol or use it? Okay, I was explaining in my previous video that one way to use this higher cortisol level and to go for exercises. And at very early morning, like at 5 o'clock, I was waking up at 5 o'clock, and 6 o'clock already riding my bicycle for almost an hour, and very intensive physical exercises to use this high cortisol level and high level of glucose. But in other way, it is just to keep melatonin level steady, and then melatonin will prevent the synthesis of cortisol. Melatonin molecules produced in the pineal gland regulate the circadian day-night rhythm and seasonal biorhythms, while the tissue melatonin is a multifunctional hormone that performs numerous functions that protect the organism from environmental changes. There is an evidence that melatonin stimulates human growth hormone secretion and works as an effective anti-aging component for skin. This is especially important. So you see, there is an evidence, this is scientific publication, there is an evidence that melatonin stimulates human growth hormone secretion. So we know that, where it is, okay, that at night we are getting this skin repair, we are getting repair of our organs and of our body because of release of growth hormone at night. It happens at night when the highest level of melatonin in our blood. But to skin, melatonin is not coming so efficient, because especially epidermis, it is not does not have capillaries, does not have bloodstream efficient enough to supply this melatonin. Also, another problem that melatonin is our liver remove melatonin from bloodstream, so our skin does not get melatonin enough, because melatonin is present in almost all organisms, from primitive and unicellular organism to the human. It has also other functions. Melatonin was discovered to be a scavenger of free radicals such as hydrogen peroxide, hydroxyl radical, singlet oxygen, superoxide, anion, etc. etc. Melatonin acts as a potent antioxidative agent also by indirect effects through the enhancing activity of antioxidative enzymes. I already was discussing in previous videos that melatonin is so super important for all organs, so it is working as a very efficient antioxidant to repair our skin, to repair our body. And then what is interesting? Okay, at night your skin switches from protect mode to repair, and it is time for the skin to recover from the day's stresses. Melatonin, human growth hormone production are boosted. So it is actually, I believe that melatonin is the reason, is a signal molecule to for our body to produce human growth hormone locally, not only in bloodstream, not only in inner organs, but in other, in everywhere, in skin especially. So so this production accelerates skin regeneration. This is what we need. We need growth hormone locally produced in skin. Topically applied melatonin has been shown to reduce formation of reactive oxygen species and reverse signs of skin aging. Okay, what we can think that okay, it is work as antioxidant, but it's also if we apply melatonin topically to the skin, then we have high amount of melatonin in the skin, and then we have this release of local release of growth hormone, because growth hormone, it is also reaction. So if you damage your skin, then local growth hormone produced to heal the damage, to heal the wound, for example. And then if you make this chemical peel procedure, then again you damage your skin, then local growth hormone is released, and then stem cells multiplying, and then they repair the damage. And what we have the same, so we can produce we can apply melatonin topically to skin, and then it will be a reason to produce, or a signal molecule to produce higher growth hormone, and then with growth hormone these stem cells multiply and rejuvenate our skin. They produce younger skin. So this reversal of skin aging I believe that because of higher growth hormone production, and growth hormone production is related to melatonin, and if we apply melatonin topically to skin, we will get this higher growth hormone production. Skin can synthesize and metabolize melatonin itself, not necessarily, not only pineal gland, but it is any organ can produce melatonin. It's only question of that we need a signal to produce melatonin, and somehow as we are aging, we are not getting the signal molecules to start the melatonin production. And I was discussing already in previous videos that as we are aging, we almost completely losing melatonin production. However, the production of melatonin decreases with age. This is what I'm talking about. It completely drops to zero. As melatonin levels are low in the blood with oral administration due to degradation in the liver, its access to the skin is limited, and should therefore be administered topically in clinical dermatology. Topically applied exogenous melatonin can be expected to represent one of the most potent antioxidative defense systems against UV-induced skin aging. So this is a part of some publication. I just copy pasted some information from articles, but you see my logic. So we can produce we can apply melatonin solutions or some cream or whatever to skin, and then it will first work as antioxidant to repair the damage by ultraviolet light, but Then also what it is doing, it works as a signal molecule to start production of local production of growth hormone. And then what we are getting, so we are getting skin rejuvenation eventually. Topical melatonin at night increases natural defenses to fight free radicals caused by UV radiation, stress, and pollution the next day, as well as repair damage done by this is a publication. But again, people are now here in this publication. People were focused on the antioxidant properties of the melatonin. But as I said, another side of the story, it is that melatonin ignites the local production of growth hormone, and with growth hormone we have the stem cells which are multiplying and locally regenerate our skin. In clinical trials, topical melatonin formulations improved the hydration and tonicity of the aging skin of women when compared to the non-treated control skin, with significant reduction of skin roughness, skin roughness, skin roughness and clinical improvement in the appearance of wrinkles. This is what I'm talking about. So we apply melatonin and we have anti-aging, we have reversal of the skin aging. How it happens? Growth hormone. Melatonin next is a signal molecule to produce growth hormone. Growth hormone work on stem cells. Stem cells regenerate this fibroblast, and then fibroblast producing more collagen, and then our wrinkles disappear. So this is the way. So you see, we need a topical application of melatonin. Another plus to adding melatonin to skin care products, there is no risk of side effects like headaches, dizziness, nausea, and even those crazy dreams that some people report experiencing from oral admission. So I don't have any side effects, but if I take melatonin at morning, like if I wake up not at 4, sometimes I wake up at 4 o'clock. I mean, I get in a sleep, mostly I try to get asleep 10 o'clock afternoon, and then at 4 o'clock maybe I wake up, and then if it is 4 o'clock I take another portion of melatonin to sleep longer, to sleep not 6 hours, but to sleep at least 3-4 hours longer. And then at morning, if the melatonin works about 4 hours, and then if I wake up in 3 hours, then a little bit dizzy. So, but one pill of caffeine, 200 milligram, it works. So you can, it's not big problem. Okay, so melatonin works with common anti-aging ingredients such as retinol and vitamin C. It also complements hyaluronic acid in improving skin elasticity. Wow, this treatment, I doubt it is very useful, but okay, because these molecules are so big, they cannot penetrate our skin. So this is just what people are doing. I don't know. Okay, but anyway. It is improving skin elasticity. Most people apply melatonin products at night when skin repair process works over time. Okay, then this is what I say. So it is actually, you can buy some cream with up to 5% of melatonin content. So it is actually, I'm not discovering anything. So people in cosmetic industry already use it. But instead of paying, all these creams are so fucking expensive, and then, but you can buy melatonin for cheap. It is dirty cheap, and you can make some. This is what I do actually now. I use self-made cream with glycerol and some this melatonin and this such stuff. Okay, I cannot disclose the recipe, the composition, because I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not supposed to give any medical advice or any to disclose any composition what I can use on myself. But it is, again, it is dirty cheap. dirty cheap. No need to buy this very expensive skincare products. You can do it yourself, or try again. You use your brain. Use your brain to formulate something, some lotion or whatever. Okay, most people buy and apply melatonin products at night when skin repair process works over time. Okay. Then again, melatonin can have some adverse effects, which include headache, dizziness, nausea, drowsiness, upset stomach, and nightmares. I don't have any. Some dizziness at morning. If I take melatonin at morning, then it can be reversed by caffeine. However, acute toxicity of melatonin is seen in both animal and human studies extremely low. In animals, the lethal dose for 50% or death rate of the subjects cannot be established. So people take a lot of melatonin, up to 6 grams a day for long, and no toxicity was established. So you see, okay, then up to 240 milligram and 50 milligram oral or intravenous injections of melatonin were taken acutely, and they were not associated with any toxicological effects. The handful of large scale 6 1-year X-ray studies suggest that continued administration of melatonin, even at such large doses, are not toxic, and they not result in tolerance. Okay, I a little bit doubt, because with very low doses, they just like 3 milligram. I think I have some tolerance. I think it stops to work if it is doses are very low. Now I use 30 milligram doses orally, and okay, it's yet I have to use it longer, but it seems so it helps. It helps so. Okay, what else? Studies of human subjects given varying doses of melatonin up to 6.6 gram a day. You see, so and then for months and months and a half, and followed with elaborate battery of biochemical tests to detect potential toxicity, have concluded that aside of some drowsiness, all findings were normal and at the end of the test period. So even taking a lot of melatonin orally, nothing happens. So it is not toxic. So this substance is not toxic. It is only problem that our liver deactivate melatonin quite quick. So if we take even a large amount of melatonin, it just takes a little bit longer for liver to remove it, to methylate and to metabolize the melatonin. So this is why people take large doses, like 30 milligram. For me, it's kind of, if I take 40 milligram, it is already not comfortable. I feel not little bit sleep not very comfortable. 20-30 milligram works for me for now. And but even people take more, up to 1 gram, to sleep longer. I think it is a little bit crazy. Not crazy, but okay, you can take it, but it's maybe too much, because liver should work to metabolize it. But I think the idea should be topical application of the melatonin. Why? Because in topical application of melatonin migrates through the skin. This small molecule, it can migrate through the skin slowly. It can migrate through the skin, and it accumulates in fat, in your dermis, and then slowly get released to blood, and then we can extend the action of melatonin naturally, not using some special composition of melatonin that are working longer, but then to get a release of melatonin slowly. Also, there are some that you can apply melatonin as some plaster, for example, and some patch with plaster, and then it will release melatonin slowly during the night. This product's already again available. You can buy it. It's a price about one American dollar per one patch, and but I think again it is very expensive, because you can buy 100 gram of melatonin from AliExpress, for example. Just let me it's, 18. Okay, it is less than 20 American dollars. 20 American dollars per 100 gram. It is okay. So we have 5 gram per American dollar. 5 gram per American dollar. So in 5 gram it is a lot. For topical application, maybe you need 50 milligram or whatever, and then so you see that, okay, whatever convenience is if you have money, you can buy it easily from internet or whatever, or you can compose. I prefer to make myself all the lotions and all the cream and everything, so it's actually easy and fun. And I try it on myself. I am chemist, and I am very careful. I don't use any toxins, so for me it's better. I will produce some lotion and apply it at evening. I started such trials already. Let's see, because I only started. I cannot say anything about rejuvenation yet, because I have to wait at least a month or 3 months, the shortest. Because you maybe remember, if you watched my video before, you remember that 8 months ago I shifted to ketogenic diet and my weight dropped a lot. And what I got a problem of this loose skin. And then I was checking what to do, and I was watching other videos, and in other videos people say, okay, wait 3 months, it will gone. It will be gone, but it is not. It is already 8 months. It is shrinking. It is, yeah. It is. It's already better, much better than before. But yet, it is first. It is not rejuvenated. It looks old. It looks as old as it used to be. No, pardon. It as it was. So nothing changed. So I cannot say that without special care I can rejuvenate my skin only by taking metformin and vitamin B3 or whatever these combinations. What I discussed, this doesn't work. This actually doesn't work well, and we need first of all, we need rejuvenation. We need younger looks. We have to rejuvenate our skin. We have to rejuvenate our body, not only inside but outside. Outside it's very important also how we look, that our skin should work well. So this is why I started this videos. It is a long series because I go slowly, and it's a lot of steps. This video about melatonin, so that we can apply it topically, and making it ourselves, or maybe buy some products. Okay, topical application of melatonin in low doses enhances in vitro human follicle proliferation, inhibits hair growth in high doses. This is what I say. For skin and for hair, not, it is different, not the same. For skin, we can apply up to 5% of melatonin content, and such products are available at market, but do not apply it to hair, because so high content of melatonin will probably inhibits hair growth. So 5 clinical studies showed the positive effect of a topical melatonin solution after 1 month and 3 months in the treatment on in general hair loss in men and women, while showing good tolerability. Then 0.1% solution melatonin increases this hair rate, growth of hair in women with this alopecia, so the baldness, and diffuse alopecia. So when women are losing hair, and the same as men, such low content of melatonin was used, 0.1. Okay, so you see difference For skin, 5% is okay. For hair, maybe 0.1%. Be careful. Be careful. So if you will make it yourself, be careful about composition. Not so much melatonin to your hair, or at least go slowly from very low concentration to high concentration. So from my previous videos, you know that epigenetic changes in our body can be reversed, and it was demonstrated in clinical trials with supplements of metformin, vitamin B3, DHEA, and human growth hormone injections. Personally, I believe that compositions of the royal jelly can be a good hint for us to prepare topical compositions to slow down skin aging or even to reverse it. This is what I'm doing now. I cannot disclose it. I cannot talk about the results because I only started. I got this melatonin from AliExpress for cheap, and I started these trials to use melatonin, but it's what is the difference? Again, the royal jelly is for big queen, and then big queen has no skin. It has no skin, so it's this why it is we humans are different from insects. We have to rejuvenate our skin. Our skin is a very special, very special organ. If we have rejuvenated, we have to work a little bit more, and human growth hormone is very important in our case. And first, okay, what I composed recently, I made a composition of royal jelly. This includes vitamin B3, B5, and it includes also some other vitamins, and also it includes I was talking that metformin is a replacement, is the substance which is reducing level of glucose in our blood. So then I use this metformin orally, okay, but topically I apply this vitamin B3, B5, metformin, and some other substances to because I have some ideas that it can help or cannot. And then I started the trials. I will maybe talk about the trials later on, but again, I cannot disclose the composition. I only talk you that, okay, for topical application of metformin, 5% of metformin maximum, and concentration of vitamin B3, B5 again not should be not so high. 4% maybe for vitamin B3, B5 even less maybe, like this if we follow composition of royal jelly. And then something else what we see, what I consider useful for my skin. And okay, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. I'm not selling it. I cannot take any responsibility for this advice. I'm just telling what I'm doing, my experience. I started it. I have no responsibility. I don't know what will be result. I have to wait 1 month or maybe 3 months before we'll see any change. But I just thinking, and this is what I trying to think, that okay, we apply this melatonin, and then it will produce growth hormone, and the growth hormone slowly it will rejuvenate our skin. But also the next video maybe I will try to make about the chemical peel. The chemical peel, as I said, it is very important step in the skin rejuvenation. We have to because with chemical peel we naturally give conditions of higher growth hormone release. So it is actually also help together metformin, methylamine, and melatonin, and this it works as a signal molecule to produce growth hormone, and also work as antioxidant. And then we can use other antioxidant like vitamin E, for example. I don't know. Again, it's I'm yet searching. I'm thinking what components to use. So and then together with chemical peeling, I think chemical peeling can be a step, and it can be acceleration of skin rejuvenation, because it's already demonstrated that chemical peeling is helpful. So this is my way. So this is what I'm doing now and trying to rejuvenate my skin. But yeah, again, I should remind you that I am doctor in physics with some knowledge in chemistry and interest in biology, but I'm not medical doctor anyway. So if I do any experiments, I do it on myself, okay? I do it on myself, and then it is my responsibility. You follow my advice, and this is not advice, and I just share my thoughts and share my ideas. It is up to you, up to your responsibility. Actually, you have to ask your personal physician and act only on advice of this physician. I never follow I never go to hospital or physician because I stay healthy. Last maybe I don't know, 15, 20 years. I don't need it. I don't need it. I stay healthy. I keep a healthy diet. Even before I changed to carnivore diet, I was eating quite healthy, and I was never sick. People were getting flu. People were getting some infections. I never was sick. Maybe also I'm kind of special person because I have negative blood, resist negative blood, and have O type blood. This combination gives a high. My immune system is very strong, and this may be some additional reason that I'm not getting sick. So I'm also supposed to live longer. But okay, then. But I'm interested to not only to live longer, but to look younger, to look younger. So when I look at these people who live 100 years, they look old. I would be not happy if I will live 100 years and will look like them. No, no. I wish to be looking young and living long, healthy life. This is what I'm trying to do. And okay, then this is if I do some video, it is actually more for myself. It is my own motivation to work hard, to try this and that, to rejuvenate my body, to keep healthy life. Okay, and I share my experience with you. So please, if you had time to watch the video, comment and subscribe, ask questions and share information. And again, it's I appreciate if you give some any comments and share some your own ideas, your own experience at my channel, because it also it is I'm a scientist. I'm a scientist, but I would say my ideas and my results are not coming only from my mind. It is also always a result of discussions. I discuss with people. I explain them this and that. They ask questions, and it makes me think. The question how to answer the question. It makes me think, and this is what I am getting to some results. I have quite many scientific publications. This is a result that we work together. It's not. I'm not only. Maybe I will not indicate this person as a contributor to the publication because it was just question. He didn't tell me anything. Just ask why this or why that. But it already was motivation for me good enough to think and to answer the question and also to find something new and to find some answer what can work. And okay, this is how science works. Science work always in discussion. So I used to work in Academy of Russia of Science in Russia, and every week we were I was getting to seminars. Seminars, it is like discussion of some ideas. People were presenting results, and other people were coming and listening and asking question, and maybe criticize a little bit. But again, 2-3 times a week there were seminars, different seminars. So you can attend this and that. You can. I was attending all seminars which are related to lasers and plasma, and there were other seminars. So I was very much interested to listen to other people, to be informed about the progress of science, and also I was always presenting my achievements and sometimes getting not only to my people who work with me at the same university, the same institution, but I was traveling other cities. I was traveling other cities to present my findings at conference or at other scientific institutions, and to hear what people will say. People will say me, they criticize me, they will indicate some weak points in my research, and then I improve it, and so it is always work in teams, work with people who are interested too in this subject. So if you will make any comments, share your ideas, and share your experience, will be much appreciated. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Ciao. Till next time.